Hey everyone, this is Faith Knight 400 with a look at the test server of the patch 9.5, and today I'll be looking at and reviewing and even trying out for the future some tanks in which will be on will be in my mind for some time now. And in case you're wondering why do I have this out in front of me with the fact that it's got a German logo on it, well. Personally, everyone will be asking themselves the same question. To me, it looks kind of like almost a joke, as if you know, like when you make a movie and you can't get your hands on a German vehicle during the war because they were your enemy, or they're just all busted up and from the war, and you couldn't get your hands on a fully functioning, so you had to use one of your own that had to go under some kind of paint job and all that. But anyways, no, what got me interested was the missions, personal missions, and since these are missions that you have to do in order to improve your ability to play these games. Personally, I think for a guy like myself, I would have to get somebody to help me, because in order for you to be successful, or for me to be successful, I have to at least get some of these requirements done right if I am to play these kind of tanks, or at least complete the missions to unlock them. You would have to get some guys pretty dedicated to want to help you play these missions just to get these rewards. No, thank you, not right now. Somebody, maybe later, but someone wanted me to join them for a little training room. But anyways, what I do like in this patch is none other than the Sherman Firefly. Now, as a Canadian, one thing I do know personally about the history of the Sherman Firefly is that not only was it made by the British, where they decided to give the Sherman a fighting chance against tanks like the Tiger and the Panzer, but in every tank column for Canada, for every few Shermans, like say for 5 Shermans, there will always be one Firefly, and basically this was just a tank buster. Whenever whenever those Germans show themselves up, and what I have planned out for it was that now since it's under proxy placeholder stats, I decided to put a gun rammer, a binocular telescope, and coated optics to give me a chance to view more. Now, for now one thing that's interesting is let's go here is this guy right here, basically. Now, seeing how it's fires a little quicker, but first I kind of thought that this thing had like an auto loader, since I was looking at pictures of this thing on the computer, or on the web, I should say. But as much as I know, uh, one thing that one thing I will say is I'll be intrigued once I give it a try with these machines, basically. But personally, to me, if I was to use this, I would have to stay way back, try to take sniping shots. But most of the time, I would always have to abandon that idea because, well, if you're gonna try and sit in the second line, trying to provide supporting fire, while your team is trying to make a push. Basically, one thing that would be a downside is to that idea is that while you're trying to provide supporting fire, your allies are basically in your way, generally speaking. providing at least no shot whatsoever, and then leaving me with the option to have to abandon my concealment and try and be a little close and supportive, like a assault gun, basically. And then if I get it all wrong, like if I screw up, and all the teams are complaining that I didn't do my part right, well, what do you expect? I was trying to provide some supporting fire, like sniping, from out of sight, and your sorry butt was in my way. So big whoop to you, buddy. But anyways, one thing I would like to try, but this would have to be another time in the future. But on a setback, well, at least for now, the FV215B Tier 10 Heavy, at least I don't have to worry about it being a Tier 9 tank destroyer just yet. With the Chieftain Mark II, of course, when I saw the Chieftain, I kind of wonder, is it kind of true? Oh, sorry, Challenger. But anyways, Challenger 2, Chieftain 2, doesn't matter right now, but in the meantime, one thing I would like to say is that I'd be kind of looking to see if these tanks would be right for me in the far future or in the near future, whichever comes first. But anyways, since I well, before I start anything, let me just put this up for a moment. Now, I have been kinda having been having a bit of a relation with tanks like the French autoloaders. Basically, I hate them for the fact that they just well, I hate being on the receiving side, but one of the things I hate about actually using them is that I'm not much of a guy who likes to expend all his shots and then have to run away because you have to go and reload low. That is something a lot of people would have to say, well, you have to deal with it. I can probably, I don't know, cope with it, but it's just not my nature, basically. But my personal opinion, if I was to give consumables, well, for a start, I'll have to go with wet ammo so that I don't get ammo rat, and then probably improve my aim with vertical stabilizer, and probably give the crew a little something simply by giving them ventilation. Now, in case my ammo does get wrecked, first I'll have to go with two repair kits and automatic fire extinguisher, and because the time it takes for autoloaders to reload with a damaged ammo rack is basically more than a minute, and when you're caught with a minute of reloading against a bunch of guys who just want to wolfpack you to death um, like crazy, you're gonna need something to save your butt from all that shenanigans. And personally, this is my general idea of, well, this is contemporary, because I always end up getting ammo racked twice if you do um, end up finding yourself, ammo racked twice before someone finally pounds you to death. But I barely call, even with the tank all well angled, I barely call this enough armor. Like, usually when if I was the designer, I would usually at least increase the amount of armor, if as long as, or at least give it much more sloping, you know, since if you increase the amount of armor, basically you're just generally creating too much weight for the engine, and then the tank would be too slow to move around. And So unless of course sloping at a very decreased angle, like this is how angled it is for 100 millimeters. But if I was to, I don't know, angle it like this, a very well, this would be a steep angle, but a very long steep angle like that would probably give me an idea of increasing my chance of ricochet. But anyways, I probably would start off and see about what tank would be the best for me. So I'll catch you all in a moment. So we're on the Abbey map, and as you can see, this is probably what it's going to be like when the patch server goes live. You'll be seeing a lot of.
Let's get this show on the road.
I think I'll be seeing a lot of fireflies. Since even though I have not yet trained the crew, I guess the first thing I'll have to do is at least train as much of the crew as possible with camouflage. Since I could not just give the tank a nice coated paint job, but train the crew for skill. Now, for those who are probably like more concealment, I would also have to go with camouflage netting as well. Okay, did I just see someone trying to cause friendly fire? Yeah, right. You're so ridiculous. I did hear team for providing. The other guy to see how this. I have to back up a bit. Yep. Okay, so this one thing to take point is lack of gun depression. So I would have absolutely no chance whatsoever. I would have to at least find a good elevated level position. Have to get out of here.
We've lost the track. We're stuck here.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Whoa, missed that one. Too many everywhere. Almost tempted to say that this is likely to be I'm going to have to hold my ground, even though I have terrible gun depression and not very good health. Now this is pretty much I'm going to have to wait for them down here, basically.
We've damaged them. Got them.
Oh, they're...
Bail out! This vehicle has had it!
But yeah, at least with the gun rammer, the rate of fire at least did something, but I'm not going to sit around here and watch this happen. I'll get around at another tank. I'll see you all later. So now I am in the FE 4005 Stage 2, or as Jingles calls it, the Death Star 2, and I am on the cliff map, and I'm gonna put what I had that suggestion to Siri, or put that Siri to test, basically, just to see how well would I be able to perform in this case. Now, seeing how everyone else is going, I'm gonna have to try and follow these other heavy tank destroyers in this area. Well, in the 1-2 line, and let's see, by the time this is done, how many seconds is it to reload this thing? 30 seconds. So generally speaking, if I miss, that's cannot afford missing. So sorry. So if I miss, generally when I'm being outflanked, basically it's your life on the line. I can almost assume that high behind those small bushes, less concealing. Okay, so I can see that you got a line of lined up with this guy, but whoop, I missed. But yeah, that was. But yeah, seriously, if that was me, and I'm getting a return volley of fire in return, basically, like if I could see at least in this case. I would probably be Swiss cheese by now, and probably wouldn't even see any slight chance of return fire, basically. Kind of like the, but again, I like the idea of the line it gives me. I just decided to take a blind shot since that one target that was lit up that I can't seem to see right now was also in mine. So I basically took a random guessed shot, even though it was poorly aimed in this case, because I have to wait for the well, being a derp gun like that, probably have to discipline enough patience just to get the shot right. And I'm gonna have to move up a bit. I cannot see the other guys behind him.
Shot.
Wow. Even for high explosives, that's a lot. Wow. Considerable amount of damage. Yeah, that's one thing I like with tank destroyers and big high explosive caliber guns, or at least high caliber explosive rounds, is that even if it doesn't penetrate, it's still gonna leave some damage, and that's the only thing I could allow. Or at least in this case, something I would generally allow it to let go of. Because if I was to basically fire armor-piercing round and it just bounced, especially for caliber this size, I can almost be raging like, fudge! Seriously, well, ain't all that and all that shenanigans, and yet it's all actually. Yeah, a lot of people can relate to that, but because I'm not using any hashes because I'm not in the mood of wasting money on anything that would be a huge disappointment. Well, even if I did get a lot done, because, well, I was a little cautious. If this wasn't a test server, being cautious would be one good reason why you would have to look at it. Of not affording to lose a lot of credit after getting your butt handed to you. But anyways. So that was the only guy I managed to damage anyways, but Looks like I forgot to do this. So now I'll be trying again with my chances on the Himmelsdorf map, but seeing how based on where I'm located, since I'm on the south spawn, I had some ideas basically like. Around here at the train station on B2, I basically saw
Time to roll out.
using that as a place to use as a pillbox, basically. Since this thing doesn't have very much armor, but since if I was on that side of the spawn and artillery had me zeroed in, I would basically try at least put some distance between me and the opening, so that not only do I get a good field of fire, but also try to at least make it difficult for artillery to shoot me. Like it's like one of the light tanks where has the idea. He's got the idea, but hey, that's my possession. Well, it would have been if I was on their side of the team. It's all based on last known position. I'm gonna I'm not gonna waste a shot if I do not have any way of confirming that the light tank is still there. So anyways, have to move up to support this other one here, because if he fires and he has no one to cover him while he reloads, basically he's good as dead to us. There's that guy. It's tempting, but don't be a fool in this case. Lions 4 just got smacked. He's on fire. Dude, get yourself a fire extinguisher. Who am I to make the calls? No? Probably see when I have a better chance at mastering this thing, so I'll catch you later. So now I'm on the Secret Valley map now, and just by looking at this, well, to be honest, I can almost think of absolute no ideal places at all on what could serve best, basically, because, well, generally there's not a lot, well, the terrain, however, isn't quite fit for how I imagine being supportive in this vehicle. So, you know, there's not a lot going up in the south area. Almost, I could go over there, but I'm in the wrong kind of vehicle for that action. Like if I had a moment of, I don't know, like switching up a bit, then I would be able to go down there and support them. But seeing how this is going, I'm gonna have to learn how to adapt to this. for this kind of vehicle, basically. Oh, I could have had that shot if, but you know how this game is, spine mechanics. Apparently that didn't do full amount of damage, but you know this leopard is backing off. To see some full damage done by that other guy. But, back up. Yeah, generally, when a team like this isn't doing very well and you're not in the right place at the right time, this vehicle, especially for its reload speed, and its ammo capacity, not very much help right there. Like unless of course you're in a platoon.
Enemy armor is hit.
But yeah, that's what I kind of like. But that, I guess that only works for if you're a soft target. But hard targets like that IS-7 that's gonna come out. Basically, I'm talking in general distraction, you know. But not just that, complete straight field fire. And that's, yeah, this guy really wants to get his head blown off. Because I mean, if I just pulled the trigger right as soon as he drove right in front of my gun sight, he's basically asking for it. Not only are you big, but you're also in my way. You gain a huge chance of headshot. Now, I know that there was 3 tanks in the south, where the 2 that I just left there to die unsupported. I'm still looking in the direction of where the IS-7 was last seen, basically, but
we can't reload as fast.
Darn it. And this is one thing about... And I missed. And that's one thing I was also talking about was that I can't quite afford...
Bail out! This vehicle has had it!
So apparently this vehicle isn't all that right for me, basically. Because, well, let's see. As you can tell, the gun has no gun depression whatsoever. If you miss, basically you're dead when you have your pants down, and you're less likely to have a huge chance of full damage. Probably, I guess, because of all that nerfing. But anyways, I'll have to close this video, and if you like what you see or find this helpful for your chance of what to get in the future, subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.